Divisibility rules, or determining, is it a factor? There are some tricks for the divisibility rules. They work for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. 7 and 8 have no tricks. Let's look at doing long division for 7 and 8 to determine if it is a factor. To determine if 7 is a factor or that 306 is divisible by 7, we need to first write out our rule. There's no trick, it's just long division. Next, we're going to need to show our work. 7 goes into 30 4 times. We get 28 when we multiply. Subtract is 2, bring down the 6. 7 goes into 26 3 times. Multiply is 21, subtract is 5. Nothing else to bring down. We can see we're going to have a decimal and still not be able to finish. This remainder or this decimal tells us that 306 is not divisible by 7, which means 7 is not a factor of 306. Let's try to see if 8 is a factor. First, we start with our rule, which is long division. Now we must show our work. 306 divided by 8. 8 goes into 33 times for 24. Subtract is 6. Bring down for 66. 8 goes into 66 8 times. Multiply to get 64. 2. And we keep going with a decimal. We're going to find out it's still not going to go in nicely. And we have a decimal or the remainder, which tells us it is 306 is not divisible by 8, which means 8 is not a factor of 306. Let's look at a problem that would work and give you some practice on your own. In this problem, here we can see that 7 goes into 2,156 perfectly. There is no decimal, no remainder, which means 7 is a factor of 2,156. Your turn. Pause your video and try these 4 problems. Did you get 7 is a factor, 7 is a factor, 7 is not a factor, and 7 is not a factor? Let's look at some dividing by 8. Here we can see that there was no decimal piece and no remainder, which means 8 is a factor of 2,160. Pause your video and try these 4 problems to see if 8 is a factor. Did you get yes, yes, no, no?